day one of the road trip. I'm at a rest stop right now. Basically today we drove from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania to Knoxville, Tennessee, and that's where we're stopping to spend the night, somewhere around here. There's really nothing interesting to say. It's just been really boring, a lot of rain, and that's about it. I'm in Tennessee. Tennessee, what did Tennessee? Same thing Arkansas. What did Delaware? Brand New Jersey. Yeah, let's end this. We just passed through Nashville and we stopped here for a PFG. A PFG, that's piss, food, and gas. And it's snowing and it really sucks trying to drive through this shit. And we haven't even seen snow in Philadelphia since Halloween. That was the only freaking time it goddamn snowed. And now it's snowing in Tennessee here. And it's making for a pretty miserable drive. We have not seen sun the whole time. But we're moving on. Sometimes on a long road trip you got to do certain things to keep yourself occupied. So what we've been doing is checking off license plates of cars. So every time we see a car, we check off the state that it's in. So we're looking for a few left. So basically by the end of this trip, we think we're gonna hopefully get the whole United States. Yeah, exciting stuff. This is the beginning of day 3. This road trip's pretty much all about just trying to get there. So it's just been like pure adrenaline the whole time. Haven't had a whole lot of time to film stuff, but basically we're passing through Arkansas. So we're technically in Mimmel the Elf right now. Yeah, Mimmel the Elf. You ever heard of Mimmel the Elf? One of my teachers taught me that back in like 1st or 2nd grade. Mimmel the Elf is basically made up of Minnesota, Iowa, Missouri, Arkansas, and Louisiana. So do the acronym, it's Mimmel. Because you can see the top, Minnesota's like the hat, Louisiana's like the foot. So I was prepared to say something along the lines of, you know, we're going through Mimmel's knee or his foot or something, but no, we're going through Memphis. Technically, Memphis is where Mimmel's dick would be. So not even trying to be funny, but that's the only thing I can make out of it. It was really windy and snowy, so didn't get a chance for any sightseeing or anything like that, but we didn't get to stop at Graceland, unfortunately. And if you know what Graceland is, you know what that's famous for. The Sea and Spinal Tap. Yeah, the same band that made Stonehenge famous. No, I'm just kidding. Graceland is the home of Elvis. So I played some Elvis music as we passed through Memphis just to pay my respects to the king. Alright, so we're passing through Texas right now. Of course, the playlist had to change to ZZ Top and Pantera. What other bands are from Texas? The Sword's from Texas. Other than that, there's not much to say. There's nothing out here. Not a damn thing to look at. This is the beginning of day 4, and we spent the night in Santa Rosa, New Mexico, and now we're driving through the rest of New Mexico. And somewhere out there lies the burial site of the E.T. game cartridges. The worst game of all time that brought down the whole video game industry, where 2 million unsold copies are said to be buried out here, their final resting place. Now, of course, it comes as no surprise that in the AVGN movie, we are filming some scenes out in the desert, but we're going to be shooting in California, the old movie trick. You know, you don't always shoot in the real place, but I do think it's important for me to, you know, familiarize myself with the real landscape. So I'm sitting here and I'm just checking out New Mexico. Wait a minute, hold on now. There's snow in New Mexico? There's snow. Right now we're passing through Albuquerque, One of my favorite AVGN quotes is, "What turkeys worked on this murky mess of monkey jerky? Some quirky jackass from Albuquerque?" Arizona, looking pretty neat. We did it. We crossed the California border. California. Yeah, that's from the movie The Wizard. Our movie is sort of a road trip movie, but it's unlike any other road trip movie that I know of. We watched The Wizard when we were looking at other movies just to see the formats and stuff. So have we been influenced by The Wizard at all? Not really. I don't think there's much in that movie that needs to be repeated. Day 5, a short day because we pretty much woke up in Barstow, California and drove to our destination, our temporary apartment here in Los Angeles. We made it. It's over. So it went pretty well. I'd say the trip was boring and exciting at the same time. It was boring because we didn't have a lot of leisure time, so we didn't get to stop and visit any places really. But it was exciting in the sense that it was a mission. We were just trying to get to where we were going and for a purpose, to make a movie. I've been to Los Angeles many times before, but never driving. I'm used to flying there and it takes only like 5 hours, but this was more like 5 days. And if you're curious, it's less than 48 hours of driving time, around there, counting all the stops that we made to do our PFGs. So it was interesting seeing from point A to point B and seeing how the country changes as we go. So the license plate game went pretty well. We got most of the states. There's about 4 left that we didn't get. The cats did very well on the trip. Boo and Yeti were very well behaved. I think they even enjoyed it because my wife made a really nice cage for them. It was really big, so they had a lot of room. They had a little cubby hole which they shared together, which was really sweet for them because typically Boo and Yeti ignore each other. Sometimes they fight a little, but this time they got over their differences and just shared. And there's a little perch on the top which they could climb up and look out the window. I think they really liked it because they just saw these cats saw mountains, they saw desert sunsets. These cats saw the whole country. Now that we're at the apartment, the cats are all exploring the place and just inspecting every inch of the apartment that they can. And now they're settling down, they're relaxing. Boo's watching Ice Road Truckers. And actually, fun fact, this trip gave me a lot of anxiety because long road trips like this stress me out. But one thing I did sort of for therapy was watching the show Deadliest Roads, which is really, really cool, really dangerous stuff. And I just know that no matter what I have to do on the road, it'll never be as bad as what they go through. Got a lot of work ahead of me right now. I'm relaxing, but I have to go to the shipping facility to pick up all the stuff that we had shipped. So there's a lot of work we got to settle in. So I'm going to call it a day, and I'm going to call it a trip, and hope you enjoyed, and I'll let you know next time whatever updates will happen. So see ya.